Yo, what up? It's your boy DJ S.Dot 1738, the motherfucking crowd controller, and I just pulled up with beers and bottles.
Yeah. Beers and vibes. Beers and vibes. Beers and bottles. Beers and vibes. Flies. Bad smiles. Pop.
Yeah. It's your main man, PBM Louie.
It's the homie GL.
And we're Bids
and Bobs.
We got a special guest with us today, again. Who we got with us?
What up, man? It's your boy DJ S.Dot, the crowd controller, Jersey's own, man.
Mr. 1738.
Yeah, we got him in the building.
All that.
You know what I mean? We about to slide and have a real great conversation. But before we start, man, let's talk about these gas prices. Oh, man.
It's crazy.
You know, usually I pull up, you know what I mean?
I'm
I'm a Supreme guy or a Plus guy. The joint said $5, just regular.
Yeah.
I said I'm a regular guy today.
Not my boy.
Regular me, please.
I've been regular for 2 weeks.
It's been about a month now. Regular me, please.
I'm in a Honda for 2 weeks.
That's how
they
I go.
figure it out.
Nah. I'm still been f***ing with the premium, but when I come get you, you with me. Ain't no pit stops. We ain't going nowhere. That's it, man. We in for the night.
What they said, bro? You get 2 stops. You go one place and Walmart. If you can't find it in them 2 places, you got a problem.
Yeah, that's it.
You can find everything in
You can
Walmart.
find everything in Walmart. Gas is king nowadays. So S.Dot, bro, let me chop it up with you. Let's 212 with you, bro. We really want to get your origin story. I always say, you know what I mean, how it started, how it began from you. You know what I mean, from a youth all the way to, you know what I mean, where the music started from. So, you know, bring us back.
Well, first thing first, basketball was the dream. Every hood, you feel me? Basketball was definitely the dream.
Yeah, I heard you was all right, man.
I got a few letters and stuff like that. Coming from around my way, we ain't do that schoolwork. So things ain't panning out the right way.
Right.
You feel me? But
what city you from?
Patterson, Passaic. No, it's a mixture of both. My mother's from Passaic, my father from Patterson.
Right.
My mother friends is from Patterson.
Okay.
Grew up, born, went to Alabama Projects, was there till I was about 9, 10 years old. Went to Grand Street Projects, went to North 3rd, the East 18th, you feel me? Went to the West Side after that. You feel me? It's Patterson, then also have my family in Passaic. You know, I learned some stuff in Passaic. I learned some stuff in Patterson.
All right, so you just Patterson Passaic baby, like a real one. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm a 973 baby.
973.
973 baby. Man.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all got our zip code. You know what I mean? Our area code, more pardon me. You know, we some Irvington, you know, we Newark heads. You know, we 973
it's all the
with
same
it too.
though, man. Like
it's a little different. Y'all clothes a little baggier.
But go back to the origin. Like my uncle was into music. My uncle Wes, he started it off. My grandmother was into music.
Uncle Wes?
Yeah. My other uncle is Jaheim. You feel me? So I grew up.
Wait, your uncle who?
Hold on, don't skip past that.
Okay, yeah, shout out to Mr. Justin.
Shout out to the memes too, because he still paid. Like the house is still up, so you know the memes. He just laugh at that. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you know, growing up, I grew up with the plaques right in back of me, like walking.
That was motivation.
Walking in my grandmother's living room, seeing the gold plaques, diamond plaques. You feel me? It was there. It was like my uncle always gave me that motivation. Like if you ever want to do this. You feel me? I did a song when I was 7 years old.
What, rap song? You was rapping? Or you
I snuck down to the basement. Grandmother's like, go to sleep. I snuck down to the basement. My uncle down there, he was the cool uncle, you know? He like, you don't gotta go back upstairs.
Right.
He like, you know what? Let's do a song. I think they was high, drunk, or whatever the case may be. I did a song when I was like 8 years old. I'm like, I think I want to do this music. But he always pushed me like, nah, go do the basketball thing.
Right.
You feel me? Like, see where that take you. You can always come back to the music. Because, you know, my uncles, even though they was doing the music thing, they also had to do a few bids here and there.
Right.
So they sat down for a minute. And every time they went, they came back, the music was still there. So they was like, do something good with yourself first to have something to fall back on.
So how did he make his ways in music if he was getting locked up as far as the production go? So I know you told me one of them was in production.
Now, from what I learned, you know, throughout the time is that he picked up trades while he was locked up.
Right.
Learning how to fix things, learning how to build things. giving haircuts and stuff like that. So while he was doing that, he came home, started, giving haircuts, fixing stuff around people's houses and stuff like that, to the point of he was able to raise enough money, and he put a studio in my grandmother's basement. And that's where it goes back to the fact that, I snuck down to the basement, did the song. And while he was doing his work, next thing you know, he was heard by Teddy Riley.
Dope.
He started doing stuff for Blackstreet. He did stuff for Donnell Jones. He did stuff for Dave Hollister. He got the one song Dave Hollister. The one song everybody know about Dave Hollister, that's a song my uncle wrote.
No, that's my joint.
Baby Mama Drama.
Baby Mama Drama.
Yeah, I know exactly what
Every hood nigga favorite. So it was just like, man, like this thing is in my blood. So I just gotta follow the stream. And he always told me though, like, always had that thing to fall back on. You
right. So good. Yeah, we at the same time.
This nigga Louis, man. So being as though he told you to do the music thing and you started off doing the song, how you end up DJing? Why not rap? We come from the era everybody wanted to rap. Everybody in this room done tried to rap. You know what I'm saying?
See, it was kind of funny because I always said like, I'm gonna be an artist. I'm gonna be an artist. I'm gonna be an artist. And then when I used to play ball, I used to listen to the radio.
Right.
And everybody hate Flex, but I like it because he got me in for the games.
Right.
So I fell in love with Flex, the way he rocked. And I'm like, nah, I want to be a DJ. That shit lit. Like,
how old was you think?
I was like 10 going to AAU game, just hearing Flex on Hot 97 going crazy. Like, I'm like, damn, I want to do that shit. Like, so he like, yeah, take your time. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. You feel me? Let's go to this game right now. My mother was there, same thing. She like, you gonna get it. This one, it was the turntables.
Yeah.
So most importantly, the most part was they wasn't trying to pay for them techniques and the speakers.
How much that shit cost back then?
And they gotta pay for them records, man. I can't even.
It was like a band back in the day.
Damn.
They like this basketball a little cheaper.
Band like 35.
And we only talking about the turntables. We're not talking about the mixer. Then you gotta go get your speakers, all that.
And I got
ain't no laptops then, huh?
Nah. It wasn't. You gotta get the records too. You gotta get the records. It wasn't no laptop. I got a cousin that actually DJ Ronnie Ron from Runaway. He's legendary in Patterson during his time.
Right.
And I used to like hear him at the family cookout. Man, I had to go spend like $50 on these new records because they wanted for the cookout. Like, I'm like, I ain't got the money for that shit.
Back in the day, you break a needle. Break a needle, it was $80.
Oh my gosh. And the party was over.
Right.
Oh, you can't, it's over? You
break that needle, scratch that record. Ain't no bringing that record back until the next day, especially if the record store closed. It was over.
That's sickening. I feel horrible for you guys from the 80s. Nowadays, it's one plug, one switch, what the deal?
We talking about all the way up to almost the 2000s though. It was like
it was like that for a minute.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Even the CDJs, when they did the CDs, you had the CDs. You know how easy it is for a CD to get scratched. You put the CD right there, pick it up, it's scratched. It ain't work. Track 3 ain't working no more. Like,
word. Yeah, that was horrible back in the day.
So how long would you say you've been DJing now?
I jumped into the game officially 2010. 2010, I officially jumped into the game. I was at King University. I fell off the rim and everything was over.
You hurt your knee or something?
Nah, I fell off the rim, like dunked the ball and fell off and tried to land and whole arm came out. Next thing you know, I woke up in the hospital looking at both my uncles like, I don't know what the fuck am I do. My grades wasn't good.
You was on
Coach
scholarship?
Slided me through. You know how it go in Jersey D3. I wasn't on scholarship, but I was on some type of scholarship.
Right.
Hopefully I don't get that coach fired or anything, but
he was making it happen for
you. He made it happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
right. So you just started DJing. Go ahead.
I started DJing at the school, and when I first started, so a lot of people like, man, you a basketball player. You ain't like, even my own friends like, man, you ain't about to do nothing with this DJ shit. Like, I heard that person tell me straight to my face, you done. Like, it's my first month. Like, niggas like, yeah, you done up. You about to be ass as hell. I'm like, oh wow. Like, you feel
not
me?
my boy.
So it's like, it is what it is. But I always, just like with ball, like when somebody used to tell me like, oh, you can't stick him or you ain't gonna drop no buckets tonight. I always got
to stick him shit.
I always got motivation from neglect. Like every time somebody denied me something, that shit always motivated me my whole life.
Yeah, to make it work.
You feel me? So I always just took that motivation and kept it going. So when I first started DJing, I started at King, but I went back to the hood to learn. You know, you always gotta go back to the roots. You feel what I'm saying? No disrespect to out there in the Elizabeth area, but it was just like they was into the club music wave. And when I was coming up off the party wave, I didn't know nothing about club music. We wasn't on club music from our area. You feel what I'm saying? So I went to DJs around my way that I know that was killing shit. Shout out to DJ Spin. You feel me? And he locked me up in his attic like, yo, everybody want to keep denying you, want to keep neglecting you. All right, I'm gonna make sure you get right. He like, if you can make me, my brother, and my other 2 cousins and my father like just bob our heads in this attic, you gonna be able to rock. You feel me? Now it took me a minute. And I'm looking like, man, fuck, I'm saying DJ for 6 niggas for like, pass me the bottle, man. Like, that shit corny as hell. But at the end of the day, it worked because now when I DJ, like, I be in some spots and it don't be empty, but the shit don't be packed like how big shows be. So, you feel me? It worked because now I could just, it don't matter if the crowd big. I just rock. Like, let's get it. You feel me?
Right. So, moving from there, how did you start connecting with artists, and who was like the first artist that gave you a platform from King, moving forward?
The first artist to give me a platform, honestly speaking, is Arsenal. You feel what I'm saying?
That's how I met you through.
You feel me? Arsenal started plugging me in with the streets. Like, he like, yo, you gonna be in my neck of the woods? Cause I started DJing in Elizabeth, technically.
Right.
I started doing stuff at Mango's and stuff.
That was your first club? Mango's?
Club Miami actually was my first club.
Ooh, I remember Club Miami.
Club Miami was my first club.
Is that Roselle?
Nah, that's Elizabeth.
That's Elizabeth.
That's right around.
That's White Castle,
It's
right?
right on, what's the name?
Yeah, that's by the White Castle.
That's right around the corner from King. Like,
yeah, it is.
They used to jump the King Gate and go to Club Miami.
Yeah,
like,
I remember that. I used to go there.
Club Miami I remember the Club Miami, bro.
My first night booked there, it actually happened in the CAF. They came to the other campus DJ. I was with him because I was taking the classes. That's how I met Arsenal in the production classes.
Right.
And I'm with the other DJ and one of the promoter or something came up to him like, yo, you want to do this party tonight? We don't got nobody. We want to open our spot. Ain't no parties going around the school. It's a Thursday night. Thursday night, college night.
Right.
He like, man, I don't know nobody. I said, shit, I do, nigga. I play ball here, and I know all the frats. I know the sororities. I had to pack that shit out within like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
like,
talk that talk.
Like no cap.
And what you was charging, $5, $10 to get
I was charging $5. Nigga, I did it the hood way, nigga. What you got? Get in. Let's go.
Right.
We gonna make this shit happen. Like, I ain't DJing, but I'm gonna make this fucking money, and I'm gonna tell the other DJ what to get on, and we gonna keep this shit going.
Did you fall in your face the first night?
Hell yeah, I fell on my face the first night.
Damn, what happened?
The first night that I actually was able to DJ, I had a gateway computer. And
Shit, I remember them.
And the nigga
Not
was
my boy.
and the nigga was laughing at me like, nigga, you ain't about to DJ with that tonight. I said, hell yeah. And it was my grandmother's computer. I went back home like, I went back home like, grandma, you ain't using this. Let me put Serato on this real quick. And so I threw the Serato on there. Then I get back to campus and I let a nigga talk me into trading with another nigga for a MacBook Air. But I'm not knowing no better. You can't DJ with no MacBook Air.
At that time. So everything loaded. I'm in the dorm room, getting fresh, you feel me? Like, throwing the outfit on, lining it up. I'm like, damn, I'm about to kill him with this one. I got all the club music, Arsenal, making sure I get in touch with all the club DJs. I thought I get to the spot. You used to switch the laptop and talk your shit. Right.
So I get on the mic, I start talking like, yeah, all my ladies make some motherfucking noise. Waiting for my laptop to come on. That shit just
never came on.
Never came on.
What year was this? 06, 05?
Nah. This is. I started in 2010, so this is definitely in 2010.
Oh, 2010.
2010.
Nah, but King year wasn't 2010.
Yes, it was.
King year was 2006.
Nah,
you gotta think Ars was still going there at least 08, 09.
Nah, no,
Ars was a senior. I just came in.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, so he's younger. He's still going.
Think about this. Yeah, it might have been 09. You're right, because I was a freshman. I would have been a freshman in college.
I was playing ball
if I ever went.
My injury was 2010, and that's when I started. I said, "Fuck this shit. Damn. I ain't going overseas." They stopped calling, and I just said, "All right, it's gonna be the DJ."
You can't tell him the date of his trauma. You can't tell him his trauma. He know the date of his trauma.
Real quick.
I'm thinking, I ain't know Ars was older than you like that.
Yeah.
Oh damn, man!
And did you have a radio show up there? I came up there to the.
Yeah, that was actually a class. That was actually a class, and
that was a class when I was up there.
Yeah, not when y'all was up there, but we had to do that shit for a class, and I had to hand in a radio show as my assignment.
That's why you was calling us up there?
Yeah. Y'all niggas was part of my
test studies.
Y'all niggas was part of my assignment.
I want to say it was you and DJ New Era.
Yeah, with New Era.
I was bringing everybody up there.
It was DJ New Era that called me up.
Damn,
the
I ain't know
first
New
time.
Era went to Kane. You went to Kane?
Yeah, I went to King.
That's my man.
No, New Era. DJ New Era. He went to King too, right?
Nah, he ain't go to King. He went to Rutgers. But like I said, my man's Arsenal was like, yo, you got to get this person, you got to get that person.
So you just bringing niggas.
Yeah,
I'm hitting niggas. Y'all answering. All right, come here, come to my show. Like,
damn.
And
That's
then-
when colleges was popping heavy, bro.
Somebody said to me one day, like, yo, you got the voice for this shit. And I'm like, let's keep this shit going.
You know what it is though? I didn't really expect niggas to really go that far from where we was at that time. You know what I'm saying? We was doing a lot of gangbanging shit and still trying to rap at the same time.
You had the dreads.
I had the long dreads, yeah. shit was different.
I'm the only nigga in the room not from the area. I'm sitting there like, oh,
Right,
man.
right. But it wasn't just you, it was everybody. It was like, you know what I mean? You know, a lot of people think
Extra aggressive.
yeah, I was aggressive, but fuck y'all. But look, let me ask you a question though, right? From do you think about the guys that was there with us and just got left behind? Now them guys not doing nothing. You know what I mean? Guys quitting music. Guys, yeah, you just, you know what I mean? You having to be lit now. But I'm just because you handsome. Cause he handsome, the Johns like him. So no homo. But you know what I'm saying? You think about those guys that was trying to DJ that told you couldn't do it, so on and so forth. Like some of them still your friends, or where you stand with those guys?
Yeah, they still cool. Like, you feel me? Like, I got somebody I just seen, like, I'll go like, yo, Dot, like, I don't know why you going to do an interview. You ain't got nothing to talk about. It's like, damn,
Right.
you really don't even know
Not
why.
my boy.
He got no idea.
You don't even know who I really am then. Like, you
Right,
ain't
right.
really paying attention. So, like, and I'm still going to hit him later like, yo, what's good? You want to roll up? Like, you feel me?
You're still
Like,
your man.
like, even the people that played me, like, yeah, like, we still cool.
And there's no malice in your heart for none of these guys.
I take his motivation.
But when
Y'all put that spark in my back.
right.
Back. Like,
So what about when they ask you could they come to the shows for free?
hell, motherfucker.
Not my boy.
So-
I don't even answer the phone. What are you talking?
So S.Dot, I don't know how much you be watching the show, but we got a segment up here. Louis got a segment. What's your segment, Louis?
Fuck all the small talk.
Get that nigga, man.
Are you one of the DJs that only push artists for payola? I want to know this. We want to know. The streets want to know. The people want to know.
Not my boy.
Look, I'm put it like this. I'm not taking no money on no payola type shit, but I'm not about to drive around. I'm not about to give your songs to nobody else and be pushing and promoting and all that shit for a motherfucking nickel or a dime, bro. That shit ain't happening. I'm sorry, however you want to look at it. You feel me? Now, if it's hot, of course we could do something. But if you want to ask me to go, yo, make sure this DJ get that. Make sure you send out this email. Yo, make sure you post this. If it's hot, I'm gonna play your shit.
Right.
Right.
But if you want me to put in that extra work and that extra footwork that takes away times from my kids, you motherfucking right, you gonna pay me.
So let me ask you a question. My fault, G. I didn't want to cut you off.
Go ahead.
So do you feel like you reap benefits if you make an artist pop? Because you already been in that situation, so I'm asking you know firsthand.
I've been in that situation. I've seen that situation. That situation does not always work out the way it worked out for me. So I'm just giving advice to other DJs, like, make sure you get what you could get out of the situation, bro, before it takes off. Because not every artist gonna do what Fetty did for me, bro. I'm gonna put it just like that.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, Fetty
Tell us that story from the beginning to end.
I'm gonna put it like this, bro.
You feel like you broke Trap Queen?
You damn right I do.
Tell us the story, how it happened.
You damn right.
Louis, hold on. I feel like you broke Trap Queen.
You damn right I do.
First
You
time
damn
I
right
heard
I feel
Trap
like I
Queen
do.
was from who? S.Dot?
From S.Dot.
Okay.
In one of
I
the
ain't
biggest
hear.
clubs in New Jersey.
And you know who called me when it first came on? He like, GL was the first person that ever in life told me about Trap Queen, right? So he hit me. He's like, yo, bro, I don't know, but it's some dude that S.Dot just played. Some nigga named Fetty Wap, I think his name, and it's the record.
You feel me? Everybody
played.
Everybody played their part, but how did you play your part?
Right.
You feel me? Because it's easy to
Started from the beginning of that joint right there.
First S.Dot.
First is first. Start from the beginning.
Let's just put it out there, because there's a lot of DJs who saying, nah, I was the one to break it. You cannot say you broke a song if the whole hood know about the motherfucking song. You feel what I'm saying? Breaking a song is when you take a song to another hood where that hood don't know shit about that motherfucking song, and you make them niggas turn up to that song and make them start liking that song and make them start asking about that song. All right? So, like, I'm not trying to throw no shots or whatever like that, but I'm going to hold that title up because that's all I got is my motherfucking word. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't about no paperwork. This ain't about no bread. It ain't about nothing about that. You feel me? Nick hit me up. He told me no other DJ was spinning this shit. He told me, like, yo, I got you. You feel me? Let's get this shit rocking. Right. I said, all right, say no more. Send the song over. I said, nah, fuck with this. At the time, I was at the Palace. I went and took the shit to the Palace, but I was opening up for Envy. Envy come in, yo, what's that? Yo, this that new shit, you gotta get on it. Then a month later, not even, probably like 2 weeks later, 679, they gave that shit to me right before I walked in the Palace. Dropped it in front of Envy again, because that whole time, Lady L had me opening up for Envy in the Palace. Yeah. Then shout out to Eli the Realist. He had me doing the big events like he still do to this day.
Shout out to Eli.
It was what was it? Olay at first, now it's XL. Damn. You feel me? He had me in the spot, and I'm like, yo, now we gotta rock this shit over here. I start rocking it over here, like.
And S.Dot the DJ that's bringing it back. He ain't just playing it. He's talking over it. Now I see the Funk Flex influence, because you bringing that joint back.
That's I'm gonna keep doing that shit until the motherfucker wheels fall off.
So, and I want to be honest. Like, you know, this show is about honesty, for us to be real a bit, you know, with the people. You know what I mean? This is what I do this for. I do this for the people, not just for, you know, niggas to promote their brand. That's one thing I do it for, but it's mainly for the people. So we want to know what's your number. And I don't mean your phone number. We want to know what's your number is to break a record. What's the effort behind it? And are you signing on with just the upfront type of cash, or are you trying to be a part of the situation on paper?
I'm not trying to be no more part of no more situations with the shit.
Why?
I'm not.
But go answer the first one.
There's really no number on it. It's because it's a situation where you want what you want me to do, because most people got their own teams and shit like that.
Right.
So I just say, if you want to come to the club, tip me how you tip. You tipping wherever else you tipping in the spot.
Right.
You feel me? If you feel like I deserve what you about to give me, then that's what it is. We go our way, I go my way. You don't owe me nothing, I don't owe you nothing. You feel what I'm saying?
So it's no more loyalty in the business.
It's loyalty in the business, but it's just like, I'm at that point, bro, like, I done been there with Fetty. I done been there with Coi Leray. I done been there with Arsenal. I done been there with Fat Boy SSE. I done tried to be there with a few other artists that told me no. You feel me? So it's like, I'm just done with the paperwork situation, because it don't work out for a DJ technically.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? There's so many DJs that I done studied from and got pointers from. It's like, after they done DJ for this major artist, what they got left for this? Because there's no way you could put a DJ in a contract.
But what I'm saying to you though, right?
Right.
We can't put you on a contract for, this is how. Let me show you how. We can put you on contract for touring. That's one contract, right? You did it, so you understand how that goes, how that works. Well, this is what you need you for, so on and so forth. But that's still show by show.
Yeah, it's tenure. That's a tenure contract.
Yeah. But it's freelance. You still get paid for that. We can also, while the record's going on, give you credits for the records. We can give you credits. That don't necessarily mean they do it, but we can. It can be done. See? So what I'm trying to tell you is, I feel like it's all about what you can discover when you break in an artist. Have your own artist. Sign them to your company.
I thought about it.
I felt like what's her name did it the best self. How he got, what's her name? You know what I mean? The bad joint.
You know my baby name. Say her name. Dream Dog. Say my baby name. Hold on, man.
It's many ways you could go about that shit, but I just feel like it's a lot of people who own certain rights, because I know both ends of it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like, you got to think about it like this. My uncle was a producer. So him being a person who sat in that room by himself when that artist wasn't there, when that DJ wasn't there, when that manager wasn't there, when that motherfucking road manager wasn't there, when that record label was there, and he made that whole fucking track by himself.
Right. Scratch.
Now he got to bust it down with this person, and that person who ain't got shit to do with the track whatsoever. So why add myself onto another situation? So I look at it from both angles. You get what I'm saying? Being the background I came from, I don't want to throw myself onto somebody's royalties. Like, even if I did break the record, you feel me? Let's do it respectfully. Like, the tour is good. We'll do a tour run. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you got the credit you deserve for the work you put in for that record?
Be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
That's all that matters. I mean,
hell yeah. Like, Fetty is my brother. He always give that credit. Like, he was just on the radio a while back, and they try to like go over my name, and he like, nah, y'all can't say his name without saying S.Dot name. You feel what I'm saying? And it's always been like that. So I feel like I got the credit. Some people might not give me the credit, but shit, 5 tours later, 7 countries later, every state later, like fuck, I got it. I got enough. Like,
tell us about that tour life.
I want to ask some questions.
Go ahead,
so is the tour life bag different than the club night bag for you? Which one is bigger and better?
Hell, motherfucking yeah, that tour life bag is.
Oh, that tour wait, it's not even close.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's to a point now, bro. The money, it's like the money. You need the money to take care of your bills and shit like that. But some things is just like
the moment,
the experience, like, and then the tour life pay is definitely good. But then it's like 3-4 times a night. You just looking at shit like, man, fuck the clubs. Like, I don't want to go back to the clubs. But how long do a song last? Like, you feel me? Like, you ain't gonna be running that long, so you're gonna always have to go back to that shit. So it's gonna get to a point of you just gotta do right with that money.
It's the homie GL. You know what type time I'm on. One half of the beers and bottles. I'm rocking out with that Bel Air Rosé, that Rare Luxe edition. You feel me? I'm feeling bougie tonight. You feel me? Going out, ain't no telling what I might do. But Bel Air's in the system. It's gonna be a good night, respectfully.
Right with that money.
So that tour life, usually when you touring, you also hit the clubs. Is that 2 separate bags? So if you DJing at his show, and then you got a DJ at his event that night, say he got booked.
Depends on what artist you're dealing with. Because I know niggas might be like, damn, you dick riding. No, I'm not dick riding. WAP will pay you for the club, and he'll pay you for the show. Some artists will pay you for the show and be like, yo, hold it down real quick. It's only 3 songs. Yeah, but my nigga, you just picked up for that show and you picked up for this after hour. And then you want me to go work while you work, but you only pick up.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, so it's like, it depends on what artist you're working with, because every artist don't do the same thing. They were saying at one point he was paying the most anybody pays their employees. Like, he was paying 2 DJs at one time the same price.
Yeah, that was definitely a question that was coming up. Yeah.
So right now, is your loyalty to him above all?
My loyalty to him, definitely artist wise. I put him and artists at the same level. Because I met a lot of people because of artists that still got my life going right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Still keeping the lights on.
And I met a lot of networking connections, and WAP brought me to that mainstream, to that level that still got me keep going. So those are my 2 brothers, and I'm always gonna have the same loyalty for all my brothers the same way. Same way I got loyalty for you, same way I got loyalty for GL, same way I got loyalty for Arsenal, same way I got loyalty for Fetty Wap. You feel me? Only time I show that disloyalty, and I don't really show the disloyalty, I just move with you a certain way. You feel me? Is when you start to do fuck shit.
Now, for a new artist coming up, how do you decide who record you cool with playing or you not cool with playing? You gotta listen to it, like it, or is it just you don't give a fuck to give it a chance?
I don't got no enemies, so if that shit hot, I'm gonna play that shit. But if you send that shit to my email, I'm gonna delete that shit if that shit trash.
Damn, straight like that. What if his business good?
Business ain't gonna make the crowd move.
So you actually care about the craft.
And at the same time, it's like, all right, the person can have good business. The person could come with 20,000 in a whack ass song. The fuck is that gonna do for me? Playing that whack ass song after we done with that 20,000, after we done pushing that song, what they gonna say when they leave the club? Yo, that DJ kept playing that whack ass song all night. They don't know nothing about the business side.
Respectfully,
I hear you saying that, but 20,000 in your face is different than 20,000 in an email. It's just a different thing. We got 20,000 cash here. Play this whack record. It's a different thing. So with that being said,
go ahead, finish your
With that being said, do you feel like you a tastemaker? Or just one of them guys that just, a bad collector. Just keeping it real, because you said one thing, but honestly, I'm gonna speak honestly. What the crowd may see, maybe we could be wrong, or we could be right.
Nah, I'm definitely.
I got one more. We could be wrong, but we're out. But we feel like the only artist you ever broke was Fetty Wap. What's next?
If the song is hot and you coming with the right shit, and see the difference. What people not realizing with the whole Fetty situation, I might have broke the Trap Queen song in the clubs. But also there was a team, there was an army behind that situation.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like if we want to get down to the nitty gritty of the situation, Nitty Grit gave me $100 when he was trying to push that song. And I was hungry as hell in my grandmother's living room, sitting on the fucking floor trying to figure out what the fuck I was gonna eat that night.
Well, that was 2013?
Yeah, and that $100 came a long fucking way that night. You understand what I'm saying? But besides Nitty Grit gave me that $100 and just that one song, you feel me? And the song being hot, and I'm in the club pushing the song. At the same time, Nitty Grit, WAP, Monty, Dice, everybody that was part of that camp also pulled up. It's not about just giving me the song and then, yo, go do your thing with it. They pulled up. They had their own marketing campaign going on. They had mixtape after this. They in the streets selling this shit, in the streets pushing it, online pushing it. But at the same time, I'm in the club pushing it. So it's not just me.
All simultaneously.
So if you show me that same push and you be like, yo, Dot, we want you to rock with us. All right, I'm gonna push it in the club. We could talk a little business or whatever for that moment. You feel me? Like, all right, I'll push it in the clubs while you doing your thing in the streets. But it's not just me in the clubs that's gonna make a song jump. You got to do your part too.
So, not saying you personally, but how come some DJs play the record when you did, but won't play it when you not there?
Right. And they tell you they like the record.
But they agreed to play it
Because you gotta think about it too sometimes. There's a lot of DJs that they like to feel comfortable with what they're doing.
Right.
They hate for a moment to be like, look at somebody like, yo, what the fuck is he playing? Like, or that, you know that face, like that face,
I
like,
know
gosh, like what the
exactly
fuck
what
is
you're
this?
talking about.
And it could be hot.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But you need that extra oomph there with you too. Like, it's like that back and forth, that communication. Like basically say if you give me your track and we go to the spot tonight and I'm playing it. Or like when we was in the club the other night, you ain't give me no song, but y'all just pulled up. We kept going back and forth. I'm on the mic, yo. Yeah, it's that energy. Like I could communicate with you.
Right.
A DJ don't want to really be in there like you got some people that'll push it at the right time, but it's like for the most part, it's like, oh, that little feeling of, damn, I don't got nobody to talk to about.
But that's what I always tell niggas. Let me say, you right in some aspects, right? I agree with you some aspects, but on other aspects it's different. I say, listen, tastemakers are different than regular DJs, right? So tastemakers, they gonna come here and they gonna make you like this record. You gonna hear that 9 when I pull up. You're gonna hear that 11:30, 12 o'clock when it's starting to warm up. And then you may hear it again at 3. And we're gonna bring that bitch back and we're gonna talk to you about it. We're gonna get you in tune with this record. Then you see me again on Sunday, it's gonna do the same thing. So I always say, this ain't old school ways, but at the same time, what separates the DJ, the one DJ from the next DJ? It gotta be your position. The only way you position yourself is with the people. How you start positioning yourself with the people is with the product. The product that you give, that they give you, which is the music, the same way you on the streets. And then, like you said, you got the people that's also pushing it, like on the what's name, like right now. Like I feel like I got the hottest record out, but outside of me,
what record you got out, man? What are you talking about, man? What record you got out right now?
I got Stay Out the Way.
Stay Out the Way, huh?
I got War Cry out. I got
Talk to
all
him.
over 100K views.
Talk to him.
You know what I mean? Within the matter of months. But outside of my shit, it's Lil Bro got a record going crazy. What's the little nigga name, Drop? The little nigga we just listened to in the car. Fleet. Little nigga Fleet.
Yeah,
What's the name of that record he got?
Damn, what is that record? It's on
What's
Donnell
the main?
Jones.
What's the not the one of Donnell Jones? The shit, yeah, him and Donnell Jones, but the shit with him and Lil Man from Za. He got a record. I feel like the streets need to really like, you know what I mean, really fuck with.
That's on a little run.
That's just my.
Now you see the thing about that song is you starting to hear about it, right? But now the key factor is when you go to most of these artists nowadays, when you go to their pages, you don't see shit about the song.
Right. He ain't one of them artists though.
You gotta be.
No, he not one of them artists.
You gotta market.
No, I'm saying he's not one of the
way.
guys that you see nothing about the song. He's the guy you see everything about the song.
Okay.
His promo great.
Oh,
he bringing 15, 20 people to the club.
Okay, pardon me.
You know what I'm saying?
Pardon me.
Yeah, Fleet. Really, him and Baby ATM, they really like, it's a different thing.
Okay.
The young boys moving, they young though, so you know me, you might not, you know what I mean?
I'm not to throw nobody under the dirt, right? But I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I hit, a label friend up one time,
Right.
and that's when I knew the game was fucked up. And I'm like, yo, I got this artist. Like, I think y'all should check him out or whatever. Like, the song is fucking dope. It's starting to go crazy around the way. And the first thing the nigga said to me is, how many Instagram followers he got?
That's a real thing.
Fuck do that got to do about
know.
the song? How many Instagram followers he got? What do that really got to do with the song though? You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, once you get the blue check, them Instagram followers gonna start running up crazy.
Right.
Anyway, but it's like that's what they looking at. Like they not gonna put that bag behind somebody that ain't putting that bag behind themselves. And I learned something from because at first I'm looking at that's a fucked up way to look about music.
Right.
But it's like you gotta think about it. You gonna put your check behind somebody that ain't got no energy, no effort towards their own project. Because now when you get this person 500,000, the fuck they won't probably just sit back and be like, I ain't gotta do shit.
Well, you know me, I'm just big on an independent grind. I feel like if I could bring Rico 10 Stacks to your club or forget to your club. If I could take Rico 10 Stacks record, market it for the next 4 months, and after the 4 months I'm marketing, he's being able to book our own events with his name on the headline, and he's doing 300 people at $40 we only paying $500 for the venue. It's a success. You know what I'm saying? And it might not be on the multitude of a major, but if I can be able to duplicate this same system with the same person or 3 other people 5 times in a month, it's successful.
Do you know that's the same system that they use in Louisiana, and motherfuckers is rich off of that shit?
All right.
That love different down there, though.
Motherfuckers, it's not.
You just don't understand the business.
In the South?
It's like in Louisiana, it's so big out there. Them niggas that do 5 different clubs in that one state and just charge it and do their own little shit, do their own little club run, and everybody want that song, and the numbers is running like they all over the place.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But once them YouTube views start going up, that's when it starts to gravitate towards us and all that shit. You feel me?
But that's why when I go back to the tastemaker thing. Listen to me, bro. If you ever want to be something outside of what you are, you gotta bully yourself into situations. That's what I feel like bro did. What's the nigga from the city I think his name is DJ Spin King. He bullied himself in situations. You know what I'm saying? He broke Lou Got Cash. He's breaking Lou Got Cash, and then he broke somewhat.
That record hot though.
No, I'm not laughing at Spin King with the Lou Got Cash. I'm just laughing because that's a fact though. He definitely because
his way situation, and he broke what's Pop Smoke. He was helping break that record. You know what I'm saying? So he had multiple guys he was breaking on bully tactics.
Yeah, I peeped it. I peeped the whole scenery because when we was coming out and we started doing the running or whatever, him and Star pulled up on us, and you know they tried to jump on that wave. You know, ain't no love laws, just being honest. You know, they tried to jump on that wave, knock me and Big L out the box. But because that loyalty was just there, it was just like, nah, like these are who we rock with.
When it just spot.
You feel what I'm saying? But that would have been another person to his list.
Right, damn.
You feel what I'm saying?
3
Like,
DJs.
I seen him. I don't know Spin King like that. I don't know him at all. But I was there for several situations.
You know,
2018,
that's the bro, but
2017, 2019, in them clubs, fucking with Starlets. What's the name? It was open. It was in Brooklyn. What's the other clubs in Brooklyn? We was at
Lust.
Lust.
Yeah, Lust. Yeah.
You know, I was out there in them days. You know, you remember Keith? You know what I'm saying? Watching them just go crazy. You feel me?
They bullied their way into a lot of situations, and you can't knock it because this music game all the way around, artist, promoter,
DJ.
engineer, DJ, whatever the fuck you doing in this music business is a hustle.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And the next man ain't gonna worry about how you eat. You feel me? That's one thing you gotta always remember. I don't give a fuck how much they say love you. If y'all doing the same shit, that nigga ain't gonna worry about how you eat.
At all.
That's a
You feel
fucking
what I'm saying? Like,
1 in a million.
you feel what I'm saying? So it's no love loss. I'm gonna talk my shit. Like one time I got into a little situation one time in the club with a DJ because I'm talking my shit on the mic. But it's like, bro, do your thing when you get on.
Yeah, this is what I do.
You
how
feel what
I
I'm
do
saying?
mine,
Because
respectfully.
If I don't get booked tomorrow, you're not gonna go in here and tell a promoter like, yo, why you ain't bring S.Dot? The fuck? And I'm not gonna go in there and be like, yo, why you ain't bring such and such?
Right,
like, the fuck?
Now, I heard you say that you worked with Coily Ray. Did you know that she was
My name
next?
Coyle Ray, cuz.
Whatever her little cute ass name is.
I'm gonna be honest with
my
you. Shout out to Fat Boy SSE. He put me onto that situation. He had me go up to Boston with them. And me being the Gemini dog that I was, I'm just like, damn, this little girl pretty as hell. He like, he like,
He was on some creep shit.
he like, yo, that chill.
You didn't know S.Dot was a creep?
He like,
That's not some situations, but go ahead.
he like, yo,
Not
chill.
my
He like, yo, chill. That's Benzino daughter. Like she an artist. Da. I'm like, an artist. He like, yeah, her name Coyle Ray. I'm like, oh shit. All right, what's up? So then I go rock for Fat Boy. She come to me. She like, yo, Doc. She like, yo, I want you to do the same thing for me. As soon as I go on, I'm going on next. So I'm rocking with her, and I swear to God, on everything I love, I looked and I said, yo, she gonna be it.
What song was she doing at the time?
I don't even remember the fucking song.
How long ago was this?
This is
2016?
yeah.
2016.
She put her ground.
When Fat Boy was running around with the whole SSE thing and he was doing his own tours and we went up to Boston and I'm like, yo, she's gonna be it. She ain't had no more parts. She ain't had none of them hits. But just her energy, her persona, the way she went about it, the team, like she already had a camera person. She already had an engineer with her. She already had a person doing marketing. You feel what I'm saying? She had all that shit around her and coming from the shit, I'm like, yo, she gonna be the next one. And then
sound like me.
We had that talk and it was just like, yeah, I don't think this DJ in the business shit gonna be for me, like really, because it's just like you gotta take a lot of bats, you gotta take a lot of swings. You feel me? Like if you understand what I'm saying, like she's a good person.
Right.
The budget wasn't there, but I got a kid.
Right.
But she want me to run around with her. You feel me? So it's like she ran around for a year and a half, maybe 2 years. How long I was gonna do that running around for nothing and be able to take care of my family. So I had to make a decision for my family. You feel what I'm saying?
Damn, S.Dot, let me say something to you. S.Dot, let me say this to you, bro. God damn, let me say this, bro. You went on tour before that, right? So when you see situations like that and you got the foresight to see something gonna pop, this is where your investments come into play. And we at a certain age, I'm not gonna talk to you like a kid. Let me tell you something. Let me keep it real with you, bro. It may took 2 years, but if you made the right investments, I don't care if you got kids or not. No disrespect to your family or nothing like that.
You can't.
I'm saying, and I'm not saying I don't care if you got kids. I'm saying that, and that's it's not about your child. It's about the investments that you didn't make. If you'd have made the right investments, you could have ran around 2 years with her until it popped. And we'd been
2 years for free?
It would have been different.
2 years for free on the
I would have
arm?
did it. I would have did it.
No money coming in?
Bro, I would have did it.
I don't know about
On my
that.
kids, I would have did it.
Let me.
On my kids, I would have did it.
Look. With no love lost,
5 years. I'd have put in 5 years.
I ain't scared of nobody.
Hey, look, I might be hitting that button though. That's cat.
For the free skit?
Look. I say this with
Make
no.
my own money.
I say this with no love lost. You feel me? And I ain't saying this because I'm scared of nobody, but it's just I don't got time to be out here beefing nobody. But with all due respect, that same team ain't there.
Nobody on that team was there.
Remember, I said what Fetty did. Every artist ain't gonna do the same thing.
That's real shit. They would then say you had the foresight to see that too, I guess. You know what I mean? That's that
Shout
shit.
out to
I was.
Fetty.
That's shout out to Big Fetty.
You feel what I'm
Big
saying?
Fetty, wow.
Like I'm saying, like you feel me? Like and some might do the same thing, but you gotta sometimes make that position. You gotta still make that look, because if it was still all love, I could still be able to hit you.
Right. Right. That's real shit.
Them DMs don't get responded to no more?
No more. I could show you the DMs where it was getting answered and it was getting hit up. Where you at? And then now is
Crickets.
It went from respond, send, respond to send.
Right.
Oh no, it ain't do no send. Fuck you talking about? Hell no.
So I heard you
boy.
mention the club situation. Like you was trying to DJ and a lot of clubs. Like as far as the club music, you wasn't really hip onto that scene. At that time, I know a lot of artists was popping. Who was you trying to like get in with, and that probably wouldn't let you in, really move like that? I know you had like the Chad B situation.
Yeah, when I first started working or whatever, and I started rocking a few spots, it was a few spots. You in the hood, you had Boss Mob. You know, I tried to
shout out to Hard Luck.
Shout out to Hard Luck, you feel me? And I tried to rock with that wave. And honestly, the same person who sent me Trap Queen is the same person like, yeah, we gonna call you.
And never
But then he
called
called me with Trap Queen. But it is what it is.
Worked out.
Then the Chad B situation, you feel me? That was my mans, we chilling. And I'm like, I want to be a DJ. Like, let me be our DJ. And his management was like, nah, you ain't ready for this shit. Like,
So it wasn't Chad P per se, but maybe his niggas around him.
nah, it was his management.
Oh.
Directly, his management said, nah, you're not ready. Like, and
What year was this, you think?
this was before the Trap Queen shit. So
This probably had to be
2012,
2012. Yeah. It was hit
had
it.
to be
It
around
was a hit
that.
it wave.
Yeah, that was definitely 20.
Yeah, he
I
had
just
a
cut my
nice
hair.
little,
That was
you know what I mean?
2011.
Yeah, that was early.
That was early 2011.
Yeah, like, you feel me? And it's like shit hit my role manager right now for my bookings when I go OT actually used to run with him too. Like, and you feel me? There's no love lost. I seen Chad is what's up, but you feel me? I just basically denied something that's I'm gonna be great. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Niggas say I'm getting cocky, but I don't give a fuck.
As you should.
I shake shit and I do what I do and I go home and play the game after that shit.
So what do you what do you stupid? So what do you say, like, when niggas approach you and you might like their record, you feel me? And they might even pay a little bit. And they want you to go the extra mile. And you know, they might even be able to put the work in, but it's something about them that you're just not feeling. Something missing. What do you say to that situation? How do you dwell at that situation? Because you know, you as a DJ, what I'm starting to realize, you know, Walla my guy, you know, DJ Shy my guy, you know what I mean, Bobby B my guy, you know what I mean? So we having these conversations with them. I know y'all encounter so much and so many different personalities. You know what I mean? It's a different thing.
You gotta make a characteristic decision. Like if that's not your forte, that's not what you into. Like that, it's like I don't know how to explain it. Like with me, I just get a feeling in my body. Like when
Pause.
Oh man,
oh my God!
Come on, man.
Yo, look,
He's a gay man.
Nah. Motherfucking, but it's like when the Fetty situation happened, like it was days I was driving home while the mixtape, I was rocking the mixtape. We just came from standing on the corner by Broadway Pizza. I'm like, yo, this shit really about to take off. Then there was situations with the Coyle Ray situation. After I left that living room and she told me what she told me, it was like, oh shit, like I might be really turning down a good thing, but I think I did what's best for me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, like I felt like that moment where everybody was scared to talk to Arsenal in that classroom, and I was the nigga like, yo, what's good? Like, you feel me? Like, what's up?
So when you met Ars, was he already the on 106 Park and all that? He already did that?
No. That shit happened.
So why they was scared to talk to him?
That shit.
Nah, 106 happened already. 106 was like 04, 05.
It must have been. I wasn't on it. I was still on the basketball shit. But when I was in the classroom, niggas was like, wasn't trying to say to nothing to a nigga that looked any type of hood in any of the classrooms. I was the type of nigga, like when I first stepped on campus, I got into a little brawl with the football team because I went to a football house. Like, it was a party. Fuck you talking about? I'm coming to the party. Like, what's up? So I went in that classroom, I see Ars, I'm like, I'm not about to talk to these square ass niggas. Like, what's good, bro? Like, what's up with you? When we start kicking it, and look, we still rocking till this day. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's just that feeling. It's that feeling you get in this entertainment business. Like, you gotta follow that feeling, bro. Don't second guess your intuition.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like, you know, I had a couple situations with you, S.Dot. I knew you, and I don't mean situations in a bad way. I mean, just like, you know, we shared money together, and you know what I mean? We go grab a couple bags together. It's always been love, so on and so forth. My only thing be like, you know what I mean? Being that you got love and a wide range of relationship, what's really the commitment with each individual? You know what I'm saying? How could you really commit to me or anybody else during their campaign when like you said, your whole life right now after you went through certain situations is like a freelance. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say it's freelance. I'll let everybody know right now I'm trying to head for that radio spot.
That's the next.
I see you at
Hot 97 with it right now?
Yeah, I do holiday and summer mix weekends. And that's what I'm aiming for. I always say to myself, I want to be on the radio. I want to have my own show on the radio.
Well, you already on it, but you want to be more consistent.
I want to have my own show.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's what I'm aiming for. Like, I appreciate the opportunities. Everything was dope. You feel what I'm saying? Things played out the way they did by the graces of God. I always look at it like that. I always say things played out that way because it's just I wasn't ready or that ain't for me. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, I like, even with the holiday mix weekends, the first time I went up there, I was nervous as shit.
Right.
Everybody like, yo, you did your thing, but then the niggas in the station like, yo, you was nervous as hell, huh? Like, hell, motherfucker, yeah. But then next time I go back up there, they're like, yeah, you ready for this shit.
So on another note, like, to go back to the backtrack to the Fetty Wap situations, like you said, you're gonna fuck with the beast, and you know he had a couple of them. How did you dodge those situations? Because I know a couple DJs ended up in a couple situations.
I wasn't able to dodge shit. I almost died.
Damn, what happened?
You know, let's just call it Ace of Ace. Like, one of them videos out was about me. They supposedly said that niggas robbed me for my chain. No, we got into
the
stuff.
DJ with the book bag was you?
Nah, I wasn't the DJ with the book bag.
Okay.
I was at another spot and his peoples was there.
Oh, the person I had up here?
Yeah. His peoples was there. A few people was there that was running with him, and they was trying to, you know, I'm 1738, they muscle team. And I guess it was what it was. So they came up to me like, yo, don't you be with Fetty and them? Niggas tried to snatch my shit. Shit fell off. And let's clear the air on this because the chain that did fall on the ground, come to find out because of that situation, the shit was fake. The jeweler gave us a bullshit ass chain.
Right.
But not that S.Dot piece. And you wasn't getting that motherfucker, you feel what I'm saying? But in between that, a gun fell on the floor. And thank God I'm still here.
But you ain't tussle for you try.
Oh, you damn right I tussled for it because it wasn't even about the chain at that point. It's about
your man.
I'm a man at the end of the day. Like,
check that right.
You feel what I'm saying? But that shit is all in the past.
You seen Fuzz since?
Yeah, I seen Fuzz. The funny shit is, bro, I'm from the same size that Fuzz and them is from.
Okay.
But when that shit came into the play, it was like, yo, this who I'm rocking with. Like, you feel me? I ain't get into all that talking shit. I'm gonna do this because I felt like some shit, you know, didn't need to go that far. You feel me? Some people ain't need to say what they said. Some people ain't need to do what they do. But I'm rocking with who I'm rocking with. They rocking with who they rocking with. Like, I had a nigga that I fucking grew up with tell me, like, nigga, your mother sucked my dick and my mother died. Like, all because of the beef. You feel me? But that's how the streets go. We from the streets. You appreciate that. But we from the streets, so you know, you can't dwell on that shit. You feel what I'm saying? I seen Fuzz, we shook hands. I seen the nigga who started the little altercation. He went his way, I went my way. Like, you feel me?
Right.
People call it, oh, you a bitch ass nigga, you ain't do nothing to that nigga.
That ain't your life.
Nah, you sound like a grown man. You sound like an adult.
Yeah, that's, you feel me? That's exactly how I'm looking at this shit. Like,
that was some whole shit you did. No, fuck. It
wouldn't be Louis to say.
I would have had I'ma keep it clean. I would have had the whoop buddy.
It is what it is.
Before we get up out of here, S.Dot, I need to hear some wild, creepy tour life story or something, man.
Yeah.
I need to hear a little something spicy. You know what I'm saying? Louis married, not me. So
Before your lady.
I need to hear what's going on.
Before your lady.
I had to save this shit right here. Cause now that I'm fucking single, so I could do it the fuck.
Oh, you single now?
Oh yeah, tell me some more shit.
Outside.
Well, I'm not with the person. I'm not with the person I was dealing with when I was on tour. But
right.
I used to be that motherfucker that mixed that Patron in that 1738 during the show. I'm talking about
trying to die.
Patron in one hand, 1738 in the other hand, and we doing the show and WAP up there talking about stuff. Never letting. I'm like this. So one night we get on the motherfucking tour bus. You know, this nigga WAP will go to his back room, do whatever the fuck he doing, close his door. He ain't worrying about what's going on the bus. So I walk on the bus. It's like 4 or 5 joints up there. So I'm like, hold up. Like, you feel me? I'm like, wait, we ain't going to no hotel after this show. We going to the next state. Y'all gotta go. Niggas like, yo, chill, Dot. You drunk as hell, you wildin'. I said, man, I ain't wildin'. These bitches ain't sucking the fucking. They gotta get off the bus.
I ain't going to somebody I know that just walked in type of time.
So I'm like, nah, they ain't sucking the fucking. They gotta get off this bus. Like, what you talking about? Man, next thing you know, them bitches is on that bus for the next 4 states.
Oh, man.
But yo, it's crazy though, cause
sucking niggas down to the gummy yummy.
It's crazy though. It's crazy though because the niggas that they was fucking with, like, you feel me? WAP had his room in the back, but we had these little ass bunk beds, like, right here. And it wasn't Mont. It wasn't with Mont. It wasn't with WAP. So it was like they was with the niggas that was just like opening up.
Dirt
me. They with the gang. So it's like they just riding out for like 3-4 states, and then you had one of my mans. He had a car. Like, they had some little ass electric car. They followed us for like 3 states. I'm like. And these niggas just go in the room, but because I make that one comment that first day, I ain't get sucked the fuck that 4 states.
You telling me all that shit happened and you ain't get to touch no tune?
I ain't get none of them, but you know.
Hell no, remember that shit you said, nigga?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Every time I try to talk,
like I was drunk.
Yo, you know when there's a group of them, you gotta try the one. You can't try the one and then go to the next one. You gotta focus on the one. So for like 2-3 stays, I'm focusing on the one. She like, now you talk too reckless for me to do. So by the 3rd state, I'm bringing another girl from the show back on the bus with me and chilling with her. So that shit was a done deal anyway. But she just wasn't coming to state. Like, this bitch was doing. Sending the Forever 21 in the morning, they was good. You feel me?
I was gonna say, these bitches wearing the same clothes for 4 states.
Ain't no showers on a tour bus. These niggas beating dirty tuna.
These bitches taking bird baths.
We call them old Dirty Diana.
Oh, no, they was taking showers in that hotel room.
Dirty Diana. Bitch is getting sliced. But look, yo. We appreciate having you, bro.
You know the shit.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate
Tip top. We appreciate
My
you.
nigga DJ S.Dot, one of the
S.Dot,
realest.
The homie,
you know what I mean?
Louis. You know what it is, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
Tell the people where they can catch you at, because we know you booked them busy, yeah?
Every night.
Yeah, y'all niggas got me late right now talking about that. But DJ S.Dot 1738 on that Instagram and on that Twitter. That shit ain't gonna never change because that shit is what's made me, bro. Never changing that name. I don't give a fuck what goes on. DJ S.Dot 1738
That part.
on that Instagram and that Twitter. I don't really do that Facebook shit. If you want to see me in the clubs 7 days a week, just follow me on that Instagram. We outside all fucking year.
That part.
Gang.
Gang.